My Lifepro vibration platforms. I've got the two today. I've got my Rumblex Pro 4D and the Waver Mini because I'm going to be doing things on both platforms today. And I'm super excited because today I'll be taking you through a power flow yoga practice. A little different than what I've been doing over the past several months, and I want to remind you all that there's probably, I think, about at least 30 videos now in our YouTube library for Lifepro. So just type in the search Lifepro Yoga, and you'll see videos that are therapeutic for your shoulders, your hips, strengthening your core. I did a series on the chakras. So there's lots of practices for everybody, no matter where you are starting out in your journey on your platform or in yoga. You can put the two together, and I'm super, super grateful I've been able to share my information with you. You know, I'm a full-time fitness trainer. I also am a Pilates practitioner and a yoga therapist. So I kind of combine a lot of things, and now with the platforms, it just ups our game and gives us a little more benefit to what we do. So today, I'm going to encourage you all to get a couple props if you don't have them already. I have my yoga blocks right here in front of the platform. I recommended blocks throughout all our practices. It's just nice if you're going to be doing yoga, get some good blocks. I also have a chair. I'm going to be using that just, you know, for a little bit of stability and balance. But, you know, in a power class where we're looking at challenging our things, more strength in our muscles for balance. I have a yoga blanket handy, and you may or may not need that, but you might want to have a yoga blanket handy. Okay, so this is all about power, fluid movement, strength, and of course, breath work. So we're going to come onto your platform, and you'll start it. I think I'm just going to go into an oscillation mode on the Rumblex. Feel free to oscillate and pulsate or lateral shift. So we're just going to warm up. There's going to be actually three practices or three parts of this practice, about 10 minutes each. So you can do any one of three. You can fast forward through. Sometimes it's better to just watch the whole practice the first time and then dive in the second time. And, you know, the more you do it, again, yoga is a practice. We keep practicing the moves and being present on our mat and our platform. So let's begin. Okay, I'm on oscillation. I'm going to take this speed about 5 or 6 and standing on the platform. So we're just going to get a little centered here on our platform. My feet are about 2 fist distances apart. We're going to drop the tailbone, pull the belly in. Take your peace fingers on your collarbones and lift your collarbones up so you can feel your ears over your shoulders. We're going to stand here in a strong mountain pose with our hands right along the seams of our pants. So my pinky fingers are pointing down, my thumbs are out, palms are facing out, and the gaze, the drishti, is forward. Feel free to close your eyes. That challenges your balance a little bit more. The proprioceptors have to kick in, especially because we've got this mini earthquake of the platform under our feet. So as you're standing in the tall mountain pose, feel the energy of the platform. Checking to all 10 toes, from the big toe to the little toe, the inner heel to the outer heel, and draw that energy up the arches of the foot, to the knees, to the hips, through your ribs, up your collarbone, the spine, to the crown of the head. And if your eyes are closed like mine are, go ahead and flicker your eyes open and reach up. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to the heart space. Press all 10 fingers together, and your thumbs are resting on your collarbone. So we're going to start here. Set an intention for the practice. An intention, anything you want a little more of in your life. A little more joy, a little more strength, more gratitude. Maybe it's a heartfelt prayer for a friend or loved one that might be suffering from some physical or emotional affliction. So let's take a breath and come into that intention, create a mantra, an I am statement. Today, my intention is gratitude. I'm so grateful to be able to guide you through this practice. And now we're going to reach our hands up and offer up that intention and anything that's in the way of getting in our intention for the greater good. Take another breath. On the exhale, bend the knees and forward fold. You want to make sure that chair is away from your head. You can have your blocks here to put on your platform, and then lift up halfway. Crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone back. Take a breath in, exhale, bend the knees forward, fold, and then ragdoll your way up. One vertebra at a time, pulling the belly in, reach up, inhale, and then bring the hands back down. We're gonna do that one more time. Press into the finger pads, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Let the head dangle, shake out the shoulders, stay here for a while. Fingertips can be on the platform or on your blocks. Feel the weight centered into your feet. Now take one more inhale as you lift the chest and reach the head forward. My hands are on my shins today, right now. They can be also on the blocks or on the chair. Flat back, belly pulled in. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold. We're gonna rise up, reaching, pressing from the heels all the way up, reaching up, bring the hands to the heart space. And we'll add on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. This time you'll lift halfway up. There's an inhale breath here. On the exhale, we're gonna step the left leg back. Big step back, low lunge. Grab your blocks to help you. Press down on your blocks to lift the chest. You're gonna bend and straighten the back knee a couple times. Roll through the toes. Pressing into the platform foot. And breathe. Now you're in a nice low lunge here. Let's stay here for another breath. Bump up the back foot, spin the back heel, blocks to the floor, reach the hands back and stretch up, finding your warrior one pose. Soften the shoulders and bend the elbows to cactus the arms. Open everything up. Take a breath. Hands go behind your back, interlace, walk your right foot to the side, stretch your arms down and lift the chest. Prepare to humbly bow over your front thigh. Head drops, knuckles to the sky, a big breath in and a long breath out. Releasing the hands, reach up. We're going to open up into warrior two. So adjusting your stance, knee over the ankle, look over your front fingertips. Back heel driving into the ground. Inhale, stretch the hands up. You can look up, you can look forward or down. Tail drops. Back to your warrior two. Let's go into a side angle. Take a deep breath in, stretch overhead. Pressing the elbow into the knee, open up the hip. Reverse your warrior for an inhale breath. And we're gonna cartwheel the hands to the platform. High plank, this is our first high plank. I'm gonna give you some options. Roll the elbows in on your tippy toes is one option, or on the knees is another option. From here, you'll bend the elbows, drop the chest, roll the shoulders back, uncurl the toes, come into upward facing dog, or press into the tops of your feet, the full expression of upward dog. Roll onto the toes, pitch the hips back, walk the feet forward, downward facing dog. We'll walk the dog while pressing the finger pads into the platform. Feel the energy of the platform come up your shoulders. Head is heavy. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now, let's float that left leg up to the sky. Reach up, three-legged dog. Lift the right heel. We're going to bend the knee and bring the knee over the platform. Stretch it back. Let's do that again. Bring it in and now bring the knee to the left elbow. And then stretch it back. Lastly, the knee goes to the right elbow. It's a little twist. And stretch the leg back. One more inhale breath here. And then bend the knee and open up the chest. Look under your armpit, either one, and feel that nice opening of the hip. Both hands are equally weighted. And let's come back to our three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, feet meet down to the mat, downward facing dog. And walk forward. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, fold and rise up. Reach up, bring the hands together to the heart space and step on your platform. Second side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, you can use your blocks here, inhale. Exhale, fold, hands go back. You're going to step the right foot back, low lunge. Here's my blocks to help me again. Press down to lift the chest, eyes forward. Bend and straighten the back knee. A nice little hip flexor stretch here, using the breath. Now you're going to keep that back leg straight. We're going to release those blocks. Spin the back heel. Reach back. Set yourself up for a nice strong warrior one. Reach the arms straight up. Pitch the right hip forward. Cactus the arms to open the chest one more time. We'll take the hands back. Find the awkward bind of the thumbs. Walk the left foot out. Stretch the arms down and let the eyes gaze up. Open up the throat. Inhale. On the exhale, pitch forward. Drop the head, knuckles to the sky. Here's our humbly bound warrior. Hang out here for a breath, releasing the neck. And then inhale, come back up. Set yourself up for warrior two. Walk your feet so that you're nice and wide. Knee, ankle alignment, heel, anchors, and look over your fingertips. The tailbone down and the heart lifts. You're going to reverse to warrior. Inhale, breath. Open up the side body. Exhale, side angle pose, elbow against the knee or forearm, and reach the top arm up. You can extend it over for a nice long line. Reverse the warrior, inhale, and then cartwheel the hands down to the platform. Step back, here's your high plank. You can be on your knees on this or on toes, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward dog we go. Walk the feet forward a bit. You can have your knees bent, pitch the hips back, push the finger pads forward. Float the right leg up, inhale. Lift the left heel, bring the knee to the nose. Exhale, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, stretch it back up. Take that right knee to the right shoulder, exhale. Inhale, take it back. And here's our twist. Right knee to left elbow. Take it back. And let's open up the hips. Looking at your right toes or under the right armpits. Straighten up, inhale. And exhale, place the foot down on the floor. Take a deep breath in, a long sigh out. And walk your feet forward until you come to a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise up from your mat, reach up, hands up, bring your hands together at the heart space, and release. So that was 10 minutes of a power flow. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to move on. So the next set, I'm going to just go into oscillation. You can go lateral. Again, it's your choice here. I'm just going to do oscillation at a speed of about 3. I was at 5 or 6 on that last one. So set up your platform. We're going to start. I'd like you to grab both yoga blocks because this is a good way to line yourself up for our next moves. So here we go. I'm on a speed of about 3. I'm going to take my one yoga block between my thighs. So this gives me a strong inner thigh connection. We're going to work in our chair pose and do a lot of twisting here. Take your other block and reach forward and sit back. So we're going to find our chair pose first. And then hang here for a bit and breathe in and out. You can lift and lower, squeezing thighs, getting the quads engaged. And then press your hands into the block and push the shoulder blades down. So feel that movement in the shoulder blades here. This is very important when we start doing our twisting. It's all in the back, the shoulders. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale, stretch up. Now release the block. You don't need it anymore. I just want you to get that feeling. Bring the feet together, knees together. Big toes. Inhale, chair pose. Hands come to the heart space. We're going to take that left elbow to the right elbow to the left knee, and you're going to put your left hand behind your pelvis so you can get your twist. You're pushing your back. Hands press, and you can look over. Here's our revolving chair. Take a breath. Your gaze can be down to the floor, forward, or to your back shoulder, but you're pushing down. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Unwind, inhale, stretch up to the sky, and sink down, exhale. Let's try that twist on the other side. Hands come to the heart space, and we're gonna rotate our shoulders, bringing the left elbow to the right knee, and I'm putting my hand on my hips because I want to square my hips here. Push back, and then my right hand presses into my left hand, and I'm gonna look over my shoulder, pushing the right and left hip back, and breathe. You can even open up your arms on this. I didn't do it on one side, but you're welcome to do that on the other side. And now come back and unwind and reach up. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. We're going to lift up halfway. Inhale. You're going to step back with your right foot this time. We're going to walk the left foot out and turn the toes out to about 10 o'clock. And let's set up for lizard pose. Now in lizard pose, your knee goes out, my hands under my shoulder. You can stay right here. That's the first option. Second option, you come down onto your knee and you can reach back, hand behind. You're gonna roll the shoulder back. So I told you we're gonna do some twisting here. Here's your third option. Take your hand and bend your knee and grab onto your toes. So this is called dragonfly or crooked monkey. Take a big breath in and out. Unwind yourself. Bring your hand back, lift your back knee. We're gonna push off the back toes and come up into a standing L. So I'm gonna use my chair or my stool to help me in my nice, strong standing L pose. This is a setup for warrior 3. Core is engaged. Take a big breath in and a breath out. I have a soft bend in my standing leg, but a strong line in my leg parallel with the floor. Now, we're going to bend the knee and come fingertips on the platform to teardrop. Right knee under left, and then straighten out. You can do this on your platform, on your chair, so the right knee can come in and straighten. That's one option, like this, or here. You come here, bend, and straighten. Let's do that a couple times. Bend, a lot of balance here, and straighten. One more. Now for our standing splits. Hands on the platform. You're going to drop your head down and reach your right foot to the sky. Look at your belly button or your knee. A long stretch here. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bend the knee. Bring the foot to the floor. Inhale, exhale. And we'll bring the feet to meet on the platform. Rise up. And bring the hands to the heart space. Pretty intense. Let's do that on the other side. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to drop the head, lift the chest, inhale. Now this time, we're going to take the left foot back, low lunge, walk the right foot to the right, left hand on the platform, under the shoulder. We're going to lift the big toe, and our toes are pointing to about 2 o'clock. And you push your right hand into the inner thigh. You can come down on your knee. That's your next option. Hand can go behind the head to get the twist. The third option, you pick up your left foot and grab on with your right hand and roll the shoulder back. It's a great stretch for the hips. Take one more big breath in and one big breath out. Release. Hands come in, walk your foot in, lift your back knee. We're going to pop up into our standing L. So come up onto your chair, on your stool, and here's your warrior 3 or standing L pose. That's with the stool. Here's with the platform. Now we go to teardrops. Drop your head, bend both knees. Inhale, nice and long. Press it out. Exhale, bend. You're going to do this several times and then straighten out. And again, drop, squeeze the belly, head drops. Like I said, a lot of balance here. Hold on to your platform. And one more time, bend and straighten. So you can stay right here. You can put your hands on the chair. You can join me in the standing splits. I'm going to lift that left leg to the sky and look at my knee. Reach the toes to the ceiling and push into the heel. Nice big stretch. Another challenge is to put your hand behind your thigh so you only hold it on with one hand. And breathe. Release that. Bend your knee. The foot comes back to the floor in your low lunge. Inhale. And then pop your foot up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift up halfway. You can use your chair. Remember, there's always there for your help. Exhale, fold. And rise up, reach up. Bring the hands together to the heart space. We're going to go right into our chair pose again. Sink back and reach forward. Hands come to the heart. Let's take that twist to your left. Feel a little bit more mobility and twisting now. So reach the hands up. Get a nice big stretch. Fingertips down and up. Your head can be wherever it feels good for your neck. And then unwind. Stretch up. Inhale. Exhale. Sink back to chair. Hands come to the heart space. We're going to take the twist to the right. You might start by looking down at the platform and push into your right hand, get your twist, and then open your arms, spread your wings, and reach. Keep pulling the belly back. And then let's come back to center, reach up, inhale, and exhale back to mountain pose. Bring your hands to your heart space. And that was our second flow. Third flow, I'm going to use the next platform. So I'll shut this one off. We only had, it was about an 8-minute flow. Okay, so now I'm coming on the mini waiver. So what I'd like you to do is you're in oscillation manual mode and take it to about a 5 to 6 to 7. Okay, so I'm going to put the platforms already on. And I'm going to increase my speed to about, I'm actually going to go to about 6. Make sure you have your yoga blocks handy. You're going to need them. So I'm going to start on the platform. This was really for ease of operation so you could see me more than anything, but the Rumlex is fine for this. So place the blocks down in front of you. And you're going to put your toes out wide. And we're going to come into Malasana or garland pose. So we're going to bring our forearms to our thighs. It's like a big wide squat. This is your first option. Otherwise, you can bring your elbows in, hands in, and open up the knees. Try to keep lifting up. You're not dropping down. You want to feel a lift in the quads and hold here. So a lot more strength, a lot more power in this move. Quads are keeping you lifted. Take one more breath. Now we're going to open up, reach fingertips down and up. Keep lifting. You can take a wrap, grabbing on to the fingers and wrapping around your thigh, or just extend your arms. Come back to center, lift the chest, and then take left hand down and right hand up, and stretch. Again, you can take that wrap, grabbing your fingers and looking over your shoulder. It's a little bit tighter bind here, or you just reach up. Come on back to center. We're going to stretch straight up. Whew. Now, turn your heels out, toes in, hinge from your hips and find your blocks. Nice flat back. Pasarita Podatasana. It's wide leg forward fold. Once again, I'd like your toes to point out. I had them pointing in a little bit, so actually probably about parallel for this. Left block right under your chest. You're going to bend your left knee and reach your right hand out and straight to the sky. Now, if this feels good, stay here. Otherwise, straighten both legs. That might be a little hard on your hips, so keep your knee bent. And breathe. Bring the hand down. Straighten your legs and flatten back. Now, bend your elbows and drop your head. Look toward your knees. Elbows are relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Here's our big forward fold. Lift up halfway. Inhale. Right block under your shoulder. You're going to bend and shift into the right knee. Reach the left arm up and take your twist. So it's a nice long line from fingertips to block. I'm light on my block. I'm not leaning totally on it. You can straighten your legs if you'd like, but putting that bend in the knee feels good. And then let's go back to center. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows out to the side and drop your head and lift your tailbone high. Get a nice stretch in your hamstrings. One more breath. We're going to bend the knees, flat back, heel toe the feet together, hands on the hips, and rise all the way up. A lot of blood in your head, so take your time, bring your hands to the hearts, and just stay here. And realign. From here, you're going to sit down. We're going to be on our platform. So if you'd like to, if you like a little padding, and I do, I'm going to take my blanket and place it on the platform. This little softness here. Coming into boat pose, you want to make sure you have some room on your platform. Blocks in front, you bring one leg to tabletop. Pull your ribs back, push your fingertips down, and bring the other leg up. Hold this. You can also hold underneath your thigh, your calves. Lift the chest. I always kid around here. This is where when you want to smile, lift the corners of your mouth because it makes this pose easier. Reach the hands up. You can go for the full expression here. Stretch the legs, reaching the arms up. Bend the knees. Take one foot at a time down. Move the blocks and come into Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. Actually, let's take our blocks and walk forward. Hinge forward, stretch your back. Making sure you're not rounding the back, flat back, and stretch forward. We're going to do that 2 more times. Just notice the difference from this stretch to the third one. Come on back up. Knees together. Pull the belly back. I'm pressing down to lift my knees up to tabletop. Hands can hold the calves, or you reach up. Stretch the arms up. Lift, lift, lift. Hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale. Squeeze the knees together. Exhale. Inhale. And I'm not leaning back against the wall, although it looks like it. Exhale. But if you have a wall and it helps you, do it. And one more. 1 foot at a time comes down. Knees come apart. Feet together. Sit tall. Press down and lean forward. Walk the blocks. And let the biceps be in line with the ears. Hinging from your hips. Open those hips up. And last time here. See if you can do it without blocks. Grab onto one knee, hold it, then the other, and find your balance. Hang in there, lifting the chest, tucking the chin in. Have your toes in line with your knees, and then challenge yourself to reach up and out. You can bring your hands to the heart, and you can do little twists. That just changes things a little bit. I'm just turning my shoulders like we did in our chair pose. Pull the knees in and out for 3, 2, and 1. A lot of core here. Take one foot down, then the other. Open up the knees, sit tall. And last time, you're hinging from the hips without blocks. Slide your hands forward and drop your head. Forward fold. Slide back your hands and prepare for reverse table. So I'm going to slide that blanket away so I can put my hands on my Waver Mini, and I'm going to start walking my feet out just a little bit. Lift your hips. So your arms are keeping you lifted. You're going to bend and straighten your elbows for 5 and 4. Little tricep dips. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lift your hips higher. If it's available for you, and my platform just happens to be here, I'm going to stretch out and lift all the way up into a reverse plank pose, lifting the chest. One more big breath in and out. Bring one foot to the ground, other hips are still lifted, and then bring the hips to the platform, flex your feet, and fold forward. Stack your spine tall. We're going to do 1 set of planks before we start hitting the floor. So I'm going to come back to my other platform. You don't need to change platforms. I'm just doing this so you can see me. So I'm going to take it back to a lateral this time on my rumblux. I'm going lateral. I'm only at a speed of about 2. I'm saying that and let it happen. There we go. Start. 2 or 3. High plank pose. Hold there. You're going to take your right hand under your shoulders and rotate and stretch up. You're going to bend, lifting the ribs to a little bit of a rainbow here. Arm comes up and swivel. Replace your hands so the hands are under the shoulders. Left hand under the heart. Take your swivel, lift your hip, drop the head, and become a rainbow. And open up. Come back to center, back to your traditional plank. Right hand under the shoulder, swivel, put your hand on your hip this time and see if you can stack your hips. If that's working for you, stay there. Otherwise, pick up your foot and put it inside your thigh and put your hand behind your head. Kind of like a tree pose in a plank. And hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Let's rotate back, finding your plank. Left hand under the shoulders, swivel your hips, stack your feet, and then bring your foot inside your thigh, not on your knee, and press the thigh into the foot. Hand goes behind the head and hold. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. Last time, deep breath in and out. 3. De-rotate and come onto your knees. And let's take a child's pose. Well deserved. Drop your hips and reach your hands forward. Let your forehead come to the floor. Stack your spine up and grab your blanket and we'll put it back on our platform. We're just going to wind things down now, everybody. So your feet are going to be on your platform. Just going to take it on down. Shift your hips forward. Knees are in line with the hips. We're going to roll up into a bridge 1 time. Roll all the way up, lifting the hips high. Make sure this platform is away from me. Pressing into the forearms and the hips go high. Start letting the blood flow come to the heart. A little bit of an inversion here. Forward folds are inversions, and this is also an inversion. We're going to roll the spine down 1 vertebra at a time to realign the spine. Take your left leg over the platform and hug your right knee to your chest. Give it a nice little squeeze. And then rotate, bringing the knee across the body. Your right hand will reach out. And you can also push your right heel out. I like to take my hand under the calf, give it a little stretch. You might even have the flexibility or the reach to grab onto your big toe and give it a big pull. Tuck the chin in. You can look left or right, whatever feels good for you, or down. Nice strong twist. Up in the ascending colon. And then de-rotate. Let's take the right hand on the and open up that hip. Get some blood flow into there. And switch sides. Right leg over the platform, hug the left hand, squeeze that hip capsule. And then using the right hand, roll the thigh over across the chest. And you're going to stretch in the hip. Arm reaches out, palm up, I like. You can straighten out the left leg, hold behind the calf to get a stretch, or grab onto the big toe and get that twist. Breathe into this. De-rotate by bending that knee back in and opening up the hip. Bring both feet onto the platform with the soles of the feet together and the knees apart in our Supine Soutabatorasana. Hands on the belly. Close your eyes and breathe into the belly 1 time. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands into the rib cage on the ribs and breathe in. Expand the ribs. And exhale. Bring one hand onto the heart space, then the other, and breathe belly, ribs all the way to the heart. And release belly, ribs, and heart softens. Hands come to the side. You can stay with this diamond shape or drape your legs over the platform and just relax here. I want to invite you to stay in this particular posture, Shavasana, for as long as the platform is on. Even after the platform shuts off, just stay here and just relax. Allow the skin to release from the muscles release from the bones, and the bones heavy on your platform and on the floor. And just hear your breath, hear the vibration of the platform. You're present with sounds and feeling of this air on your skin, but not attaching to any particular thought. Pure breath and awareness. Again, stay here as long as you want, or you can join me for closing this practice. Flicker your eyes open and bend your knees and place them on the platform. Roll over to one side and come into a little bit of fetal pose. Feet are off the platform for a moment. Then you're going to slowly come up. Your head is the last thing to come up. Take your time and find your seat back on your platform in any way that's comfortable for you. You can stay with your legs cross-legged. You can put your legs out of the platform. And just get comfortable in your seat. Easy sitting pose, Sukhasana. Bringing the hands to the heart space. Closing the eyes again one more time. And just reminding ourselves of our intention for the practice. Gratitude, joy, peace. I want to thank you all so very much for inviting me into your home today and practicing along with me. I hope you have just a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. Thanks again from all of us at Lifepro. Namaste.